Yes, I'm starting with the end first. Don't these egg-free and dairy-free cinnamon buns look amazing? And let me tell you, it smells good in here. This is a multi-step process, so let's get to it. You're going to begin by scalding your almond milk in a pot and adding your salt, sugar, and shortening. Stir, let everything melt, set aside to cool. Next, you're going to let your yeast rise with warm water and sugar. Sift your flour and get your stand mixer ready with your dough hook. You don't need a stand mixer for this recipe, you can do it by hand. Combine your warm milk mixture with your warm yeast all into the bowl. Set your mixer to low and begin to combine the two. Now, if you like this recipe and want to see more, you can subscribe to Ginasbellacucina by tapping on the subscribe button below. Once you've given it a little stir, you're going to take about half of your sifted flour and gradually add it to your mixture, and you can pick up the food processor speed here just a little. And once incorporated, you can add the rest of the flour, and don't forget to scrape down the sides. And once you've got all the flour in there, you can pick up the speed again and let it give it a really good knead. And this should only take a few minutes, and you know it's ready when it's smooth and elasticy. We're going to need to let this dough rise in a warm spot. I like to turn on my oven light, and that little light is enough to let my dough rise. This should take a couple of hours. The next step is to prepare your cinnamon roll filling, where you will need some brown sugar, some cinnamon, some nuts, raisins, or both. Take your risen dough, split it into two, and roll it out to a 9 by 12 inch rectangle. And then take your vegan butter and brush it liberally. Spoon half of your brown sugar mixture onto one, and then roll it up. Then we're going to save the other half of the brown sugar for the other rectangle. Once you've rolled it up, you're going to pinch the edges closed. And here we go. And now we're ready to begin cutting it. So we're going to start by cutting it in half. Then the other half will be cut in half, and then so on and so forth until we have 8 equal pieces, about 1 inch in width. Once you're done cutting both rolls, you're going to take a greased 9 by 12 rectangular dish. You're going to place your cinnamon rolls cut side up and just give them enough space because they will need to rise once again in your warm oven. And now you will need some melted vegan margarine to brush the tops of the cinnamon rolls, and then we're going to cover them up once again and place them in a warm oven to rise. And after an hour, they've risen beautifully, and now we're going to put them into a 350 Fahrenheit oven for about 30 to 35 minutes until lightly golden. And if you like, you can make this easy icing sugar topping for your cinnamon rolls once they're out of the oven. Go to ginasbellacucina.blogspot.com for the recipe. Buon appetito, everyone!